Hi everyone, I'm Jeannie Ellis. I'm also known as Scrapbooky Mama, and today I want to do my first video on using items product from BB Craft, who's sponsoring these next 3 videos I'm going to be doing. So the first video I'm going to be doing is going to be using paper bead die cuts. And looking at them, when I first saw them, I thought, how in the world are these going to make beads? I could understand this one, but I couldn't understand the others. Well, the thing of it is, these make the triangle ones like what most people will do. And these, of course, will make some straight ones, which will end up like this. Now, I have not done any glazing or anything to this one, but I wanted to let you know that that's one of the ones that I'll probably do. But anyway, you'll need your die cut machine, you'll need some scissors, you'll need glue, plus you'll need some kind of a glaze for the top of your bead. So, now I use this to put them on, the beads on to dry, and I know it's unconventional, but you can use that. So, anyway, you'll need a die cut machine. So the first thing that you're going to need to do is, of course, pick paper, such as this. It's got double-sided, so you can have 2 different beads that way. And I've got this one here. And let's see, I've got a couple others. I'll just show you as we go along. So I'm going to go and take, let's see, I think I'll grab, let's see if I can get hold of it, this one first, and it'll make 2 strips of triangles, and I think I'm going to do that. Let me see. It really doesn't matter which way it goes on this one because it's going to be rolled up anyway, and when you roll it up it's going to be right side, so that'll be okay. So I'm going to take this one first and make beads with it. I'm going to cut them out, and I'll be right back. Okay, so now I'm back, and here is the result from this die cut. It's these right here. Now you could probably put that close to the edge and not have to worry about cutting it, but I didn't do that, so it's no biggie. So what I'm going to do is take one of the triangles, and I'm going to cut it. I can move my glasses. I'm going to cut it straight to the other side. And if you don't cut it all the way, you're going to get what I just did. Okay, so I've got one here, and then you do the same thing to this other side. And remember, this is double-sided paper, so I'm going to get 2 beads out of 1 piece of scrap paper. So, first thing, I forgot to get my glue. You can take a toothpick or some kind of tool, just don't cut yourself, poke yourself or anything, and start laying it on the edge, and you can go either direction. I think I'm going to scoot down just a little. You can go either direction. You can go that way or this way. It really doesn't matter. It depends on which side you want the paper. So start twirling and make it as tight as you can when you first start, without doing it so tight you can't get it off. Okay, now I gotta get a hold of it. So I'm going to take it off, and then I'm going to make sure it's even. It's being, of course, a triangle. It's not going to be a circle or anything like that, but I'm going to have some symmetry to it, if I can say it right. Now I'm going to take some glue, and all I'm going to do is, see if I can get it out first before I'm going to take it and I'm going to run some glue at the end of the piece, at the last part that it's rolled up, which would be the thinner end. Okay, and then I'm going to pretty well toward the center. Okay, so there's that, and then I'm going to do the other side, and I'm going to get the blue side to go. So now I'm going to take this, let me see if I can get the other direction I usually go. Probably can't this time now that I say that. Okay, here we go. I'm getting it after all. I just kind of want to pull it tight a little bit. So now I'm going to take this, get some more glue. And here we go. Sometimes I get a slow start of getting that glue out. Okay, I just kind of smooth that glue out a little bit on that paper so it won't take as long to dry. So, okay, so we have another one. Okay, so the next thing you're going to do after you get them glued down like that, and because this is a tacky glue, it doesn't take long to dry, let me tell you, because it's dried on my fingers now. So, okay, now we've got 2 beads that are ready to go. Now, I'm going to move these over for a little bit. I may use this one here to represent the straight lines. Alright, now what we're going to do is get, let's see where to go. Oh, there it is. I'm going to get some gloss Mod Podge glue. And since it's gloss, it should look glossy when it's dry. If not, all you gotta do is put some different kind of a gloss on the top of it and let it go with that. So no big deal. So I'm going to take my tool that I used, I call it my pokey tool. I'm going to take my pokey tool and I'm going to use some of this glue. I may use it from the lid. No, nope. And this is new, so it's pretty full. I'm just going to paint it with the glue so it will get a glossy finish to it. Once it dries, that is. I don't want to put too thick of a coat on it because it will take longer to dry then. You may not be like me, but I'm pretty messy at times. Okay, now I'm going to take the other one and I'm going to stick it onto the same thing, and paint your finger while you're at it. I am one of the messiest crafters probably that ever was. Now that's those two. I'm going to lay them aside so they can dry. And, you know, I may as well use that other tool for this, that little quilling tool I had. They look so much different when, and they feel different when you have all the glue on them all rolled up, and maybe one more thing, if I find the right size, which if I do, then you'll know what it is I'm talking about. Whoops, don't do that. Do not do that. Okay, so that's going to dry too, and when that's dry, I'll be back and see if it needs another coat. Okay, so now they're dry, and what I'm going to do with these two here is put, oh gosh, fasteners. These little pieces here that usually, they're not brads, I don't believe, but they're fasteners you use to hold books, labels together, or the flaps together, things like that. So I'm going to use those, and I'm going to use this tacky glue to hold them down, I hope. Now, what I need to do is take this tacky glue. I made a rhyme. What I need to do is to take this tacky glue. I'm going to see if I can make sure, yeah. And I'm going to put, well, glue around the edge of this piece. And a little on the inside. And I think I'll put some, maybe, I don't know. We'll see if that'll work. Put some around here, a little bit at least, just to get it hopefully on there better. I didn't get much on there, but maybe it'll be enough that it'll work. Okay, so now I'm going to put it on the end here. I'm going to pound it down a little bit. Okay, so we have it on this end now, and then we want it on the other end. And you might think I'm crazy, which I may be, but I'd probably go ahead and put some more Mod Podge on it, just to help adhere the whole thing together. So that glue from the Mod Podge can slip in between the seams of the fastener, the brad, whatever you want to call it. I'm not sure now for some reason. I don't know. You ever have one of those brain fogs? Yeah, that's what I'm suffering with now. A brain fog. So once again, I'm going to take these. I think I'll do this one first. I'm going to put some Mod Podge in them, and then I'll be back. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to move that out of the way, is I'm going to just make a simple bracelet using these new beads. I don't know if I need those or not, but I thought I'd better get them just in case. You never know, right? Okay, now what I'm going to do is go ahead and take this needle out so I don't hurt myself, for one thing. Sometimes I try to pull the wrong way. Okay. There we go. We'll put it right there. Okay, now before I do any cutting of the thread, and of course this is elastic thread, I'm going to get hold of it. And I'm going to put this through it. There's different ways I've seen people do this, so you do whatever you think is best for you. Okay, but I'm going to be doing it this way tonight. And I'm going to pull it together. Okay. And I keep looking at this right here. I really think I need to put some of these spacers in. So I'm kind of not really done at this point. So I'm just going to take that back out. And sometimes that happens. You know, you look at it and you go, there's something missing. And what it is, it needs more bling. So I'm going to take these two out. I'm going to put a bling in. May have to use my needle, but I'm going to try not to, since I've already taken it out, and I've got to do it this end anyway. Yep, I'm going to do the needle. It'll be a lot easier if I do that. Okay, that looks much better. All right, let's try getting this back out now. I think. Here we go. Instead of taking, oh, never mind. I know what I'm thinking now. Oh boy. You ever have those weeks, days, months, years? Oh goodness. All right. Now let's just pull them together. Keep it a-coming. Okay, so I just went ahead and tied them both together instead of doing it the way you had seen me do just a minute ago. Okay, so now that's much prettier with that bling in it, extra bling in it. Alright, so I'm going to tighten it that way, and then I'm going to tighten again, and it's already doubled as far as that goes thread, so that's good. Tighten it again, and then I'm going to go on the other direction, the other side, and tighten again. Now I'm going to cut off extra string, not too extra, but I mean not too much is what I mean, without having enough to hang on to it. In other words, I don't want to cut too short right now. I'd like to let it dry a little bit with that extra length there. Now, like I said, everybody has their own way of doing things. Okay, so I'm going to use this glue here. It's got a brush on the end of it, and open up my bead where the knot is, and I'm going to just spread it in here. And this is so much easier for me than trying to put a drop of glue in and not get it all squeezed all over the place. So this works for me. Alright, so now I'm going to tighten it together. When this is dried, then I'll trim out those excess threads, and I'll be done. So once this is all done, I'll take pictures of it, and when it's all dry, that is, I'll take pictures of it so you can see what it looks like together. At the end of this video, there will be a discount code displayed for 10% off the product. Be sure to check out all the links below, and each of the items that are received are put into the description box below with their links, and also to the link of the shop, and also my social media. If you would, I would love it if you would subscribe and share this video, and I ask that you just have a great and wonderful day, and I hope you had a great Thanksgiving. Thanks for stopping in. Bye for now.